Hey everybody, christopherodd here, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the new classes in Tainted Grail. We're going to go through the conquest mode, not the full thing. We're just going to give a little teaser of what this new class is all about. Now, it's not totally balanced. It's going to be a little bit wacky, but I'm all about it. Thanks again to Awaken Realms for sponsoring this little series. If you didn't see the weekly event that I attempted yesterday, you should check that out. It was a really fun run. We're going to go in here. We're just going to do an empty slot. I dove in to try and figure out some of the mechanics, and it's a wonky one, but I like it. I like it a lot. Let's throw this down, and let's get right into it here. I'm going to let this play because it's a really cool opener.
Promised us safety on these shores. Instead, we found stormy seas, rocks like shark teeth, and treacherous mists. Those few who manage to land will be set by hunger, cold, and nightmares born of weirdness. My people settled around a gnarled old statue. Though we did not understand its origin or purpose, the enemy seemed to avoid it. That was good enough. For a time. In the end, the winds of weirdness only grew stronger, and the statue failed to protect the settlement. There was fear, despair, and then nothingness, as reality melted around us. I returned alone, back at the feet of the statue. The buildings, the people, all vanished without a trace. I soon learned I wasn't the only one to return. Others survived out there too, lost among the ever-changing mists far from the statue, haunted by a creature never before witnessed. It seems coming to this island was a grave mistake. Avalon was not ours for the taking.
That's cool. I don't think I've seen that cinematic before. It's been a while since I played, so unsurprised that they're going to add a bunch of new content. If you guys haven't played this game at all, I highly suggest checking it out, obviously. But it's a card battler RPG. This specific mode that we're doing is a roguelike mode. It usually takes about 2 hours to do a full run. So today we're not going to get through the full thing. This is just to kind of give a taste of what this new class is about. But they're also developing a full story mode. And that's the first video that I did on this game many months back. Personally, that's probably what I'm most excited for. And I'll be playing that in full when it releases. But tomorrow, just a small spoiler, I'm going to be taking a look at probably the first like 30 minutes or so of the campaign just to see what they've changed since I originally played it. Because I played it back in like a super early alpha. Anyways. The class we're going to focus on today is a Druid class. There's also 3 versions of the Warrior, and then they have a new one that's coming soon as well. Within the Druid, this is all about working with summons. So we have a Blood Mage, where you draw forth the power of your own blood to summon powerful allies. And this is essentially trading off your health for these little summons to do work for you. The Summoner Druid class is a rune focusing on using powerful sigils to grow its familiars into unstoppable machines of destruction. Now, I have about 10 minutes of experience with the Blood Mage, so that's what I'm going to roll with. I think it's going to be difficult to balance the like how effective you are, because you have to be sacrificing your HP all the time to keep these things fed. So at the start, we need to choose a starting summoned creature. So we can bring in a Blood Golem. These guys are pretty tanky, and I believe they heal. There's a Blood and Tentacle, and then there's a Blood and Serpent where you summon a Blood Worm. Pretty cool. Looks the best. Let's go with that one. So we start in this little hamlet. In Conquest, everything is randomly generated every time. So we're going to start by heading north. Now, this little blue kind of atmospheric effect here is called the weirdness. And this is what basically contains evil in this Arthurian world. We're going to light a weird candle. This is going to last for 5 turns. I'm using air quotes that you can't see, but because this game is based on a board game, a lot of things are referenced in turns. This is basically just a unit of measurement that lasts a certain amount of time. So we're going to head out here and try to find different encounters and try and survive. We have erratic seamstress over here, insane worshippers, armed wanderers, and seeking travelers. Let's try to find the erratic seamstress. We're likely going to have enemies spawning along the way. Okay, so we have one actually right in front of the seamstress. These are trivial enemies. That's the kind of enemy I'd like to see right now. So let's get in there and I'll show you how this works. So this is a card battler. There's our summon. Sick. Let me just explain the interface very quick in case you haven't seen any of the previous videos. So these are your cards you can play at the bottom. This is the current energy that we have. The top left of the card shows its energy cost. Now, on here, you can imagine these are obviously their health points. This is armor, either armor improvements or reduction. If they have under 0 armor, they take extra damage. If they have above 0 armor, they take less damage. Now, you can see enemy intents, and you can see our summoner or our summon intents above their head. So our summoned worm is going to target a random enemy with each hit. So we can't control where they're attacking. But he's going to hit for 4 to 6. This crazed witch, we don't know what they're going to do. This thing's going to attack for 3, some type of abomination. Deals damage to everybody on the battlefield, excluding itself. So I imagine it's going to also hit these guys. And then this twisted phase spawn is going to heal for 18 to 22. So let's take a look at our cards before we start playing here. Blood Abomination costs 2. Deals high damage to all enemies, but we're sacrificing 5% of our max HP. So here we'd be sacrificing 4 health. Doesn't seem too bad. Activate a summoned creature means we basically force it to do its attack. Blood Totem is summoning a Blood Totem in, grants rune charges equal to its level. And rune charges are these things over here, which we'll get into in a second. Barrier adds a plus 15 barrier on yourself or chosen ally to absorb some damage. We can promote. We can sacrifice extra HP to make something stronger. You can see here these levels. So at level 1, it's going to do 25% of the player's damage. 1 hit reduces 2 armor per hit. And then next level goes to 15%, an extra 15% of the player's damage, plus 1 hit reduces 3 armor. So let's go ahead and let's see. Let's summon in another one here. We don't know what the intent is. I do believe that these things will activate on their own turns, but if we want to do attacks on our turn, then we want to be activating them. This one happens to be free, so let's put this over here. And again, we can't control where they attack. Let's do... What do we want to bring in here? I think they always attack from left to right. I don't know how strong this crazed witch is. Let's bring in this guy. On level 4, gains an additional hit. Okay, let's just see how this plays out. That's a ton of damage, actually. That's a ton of damage. Okay, so if these things survive, then they get promoted and they become quite a bit stronger. This one, unfortunately, did not survive. So now these guys are going to be healing. Oh, protects allies via magical barrier. Okay, so this is going to put that barrier on. I guess we should have read that in more detail. I think that's what happened over here too. This guy's going to hit really hard. I like that. We should probably put some barriers up for us. And massive AoE damage. I think we want to throw this in here. Let's activate this. It's going to hit everybody. They're shocked as well. So they're reduced armor, which means they take even more damage. I'm going to activate this for free. And then well, this thing's only hitting for 3. So we should actually survive here. What I maybe should have done is I should have promoted first. Let's bring in a blood totem here. And let's take a look at this. So this is the ultimate. So immediately overcharge a selected creature. The effect potency depends on charge level. So at 3 charges, it's going to do 100% of the effect's magnitude. At 6, it's going to do 200. At 9, it's going to do 400. Can be used on any charge level higher than or equal to 3, but only once per turn. Passive skill, all summon creatures auto-activate in their respective turns, which means they basically attack. If they get promoted above level 4, that's when they overcharge. But if we activate this, we can force an overcharge. So each summon creature has a different overcharged effect. Now, if I trigger this, I feel like we're just going to clear the whole battlefield. I kind of just want to play this out so you guys can see a little bit cleaner as to what's happening. Very good. And they're gone. Okay. So one thing I'm going to have to learn is what's causing these guys to disappear here. This guy, now he's hitting for 14, which kind of scares me. So we might want to just bring these guys in and then let's activate this. Actually, hold on. Heals all summon creatures and the player for 100% of normal healing. Let's activate this. Okay, so that didn't do what I thought it did. Heal self on active. Oh, okay. That's only on the overcharge. Got a little ahead of myself. Very excited. Wasted that card, but that's okay. I don't have anything else to put it on, so it's fine. Let's immediately overcharge a selected creature. So I could get him to heal us. There we go. Okay, let's do that. We don't know what the blood totem is going to do here, so let's let this roll. Got that block in. That's good. This guy's almost dead. We need to summon some other stuff in here. He's hitting for 3. It's not too bad. Bring in a blood worm here. Let's do some activations. There's 7. Let's do another one. Let's go. Okay. Then let's just activate and kill. Okay, nice. So what do we get here? Bloodwort, we can heal. If HP is below 15%, we heal for 60. And a Gnawed Foot allows you to immediately escape from any combat. Decent amount of XP and a little bit of gold. We'll take that on and try to build ourselves up a little bit. Okay, so now we get to pick a new card. Acid Saliva. Every hit reduces enemy armor by 2. That's not bad. 2 is not a lot, but this applies to 1 summon creature lasts for the entire combat. So this would be good if we could figure out how to keep our summons alive for longer. Sacrifice a summon creature. We can gain energy and draw 2 cards. And then Deep Reserves, draw a card for every summon creature alive. This could be very good situationally. Let's grab this one so we can sacrifice something that might not be useful, gain more energy, and draw cards. Here, this could be nice. Plus 30 max HP and heals for 30 HP. Not bad. Sacrifice 10%. Generate a barrier on self for the amount of HP lost. Summon 2 abominations. So for us, we'd be losing 8, but we would add a barrier for 8. And then we're summoning in 2 creatures for the cost of 2. That's not too bad. 10 barrier on yourself for a chosen ally for every summoned creature alive. Let's go here with Cleansing. We have a new passive we can pick up as well. All summoned blood golems start at tier 2. Every overcharge stuns a random enemy, and every overcharge decreases enemy armor by 10. Let's go summon blood golem starting at tier 2. And let's talk to this Seamstress. The first thing you notice is a long veil made of rags, leaves, and pieces of fur held together with a snow white thread. Leads you to a middle-aged woman with a gaunt face and graying hair. She's busy sewing more pieces of random materials to the end of the veil. Her fingers flash so fast, you can barely see them. Only when she stops and raises her eyes at you, a chilling truth is revealed. The weirdness changed the tips of her fingers into long, sharp needles. Oh, cool. Look at this.
Anything in you needs sewing. I can take care of garments, body, or soul. They're all the same.
Oh, that's
anyway.
weird. Ask her to sew your body so you'll get extra health. Ask her to come with you to your village. Ooh. Let's go health here. The pain is brief and not as bad as you imagine. The body under the stitches heals before your eyes. It seems in the weirdness, her talent for sewing made her able to join more than just pieces of cloth. Cool. Okay, so we heal a little bit. Now we can ask her.
Oh, you'll have to wait a moment. I have this commission to finish first.
I don't know how that sounds if you're listening on speakers, but in headphones, that is really bizarre. You stand and watch as she finishes the long veil. The last part is a fur of feral cat, still dripping with blood. The seamstress folds the veil into a neat square and places it on the rock.
Yeah, I think she'll like it.
She shudders.
I really hope she does. Now, let's go and see this village of yours.
Awesome. Okay, good luck. Good luck out there. Not like you need it. I'm the one who probably needs luck. Okay, so we're going to run out of our candle here in a second. Let's get a new one going. You could go for a battle here. There's an awakened golem down there, and I believe that's like just a boss fight. And you probably don't want to tackle that right away. The idea is to build yourself up and then go for it. Let's take on this other enemy here. Now, they're not trivial. This is weak, which is slightly stronger. So they should put up a little bit more of a challenge. See how much heavier they're hitting? Kind of insane, actually. So this is going to hit for 2 times 8 to 10, 17 to 20, and 2 times 8 to 10. All right. Let's bring in... Let's see. Where's our passive here? So Blood Golem start at tier 2, and we start with the Worm. High damage to all enemies. And then I'm thinking maybe a barrier. This is going to hit all, which is good. We can force an activation on this one. And then let's do a barrier on ourselves. We're greedy like that. These things are all going to get toasted. Bring it on. Still alive. Still alive. That's good. Okay. Let's see what's next. These guys are all hitting very hard. Very hard. Sacrifice a summoned creature, gain energy. I think we want to probably activate here. We could promote. Grants rune charges equal to its level. Damage enemy armor. Let's bring in the Bloodworm. I also need other targets that they're not going to hit, right? That's part of the balance here. Let's activate here. His next attack. It's going to be close. This guy's going to hit something random. I wonder. If I bring in a totem here, we attack first. We might be able to get some kills because this is going to attack random. Depending on who it attacks, this guy might be able to pick up kills. And if this guy attacks... Oh, okay. Well, the intent's unknown, so we don't know. We could do this. Let's get rid of this one. Get an extra energy. There's our Blood Golem. Would have been nice to play, but... This barrier is not going to save here, I don't think. Let's just put it on ourselves. Be greedy. At the end of the day, we're the one that needs to survive. Actually, we could probably throw down our ultimate here. Immediately overcharge a selected creature. So if this one's overcharged, 200% damage on all enemies. Actually, I think that's what we do. There we go. Okay, cool. Grimoire of Reversal. Now, this I happen to know of because in the weekly challenge that I did on my own, I tried to use this against a boss. It reverses the target's next hit, harms itself on healing, and heals the player for the amount of damage it would normally inflict. And then we have disable all healing on a target. Bunch of XP and some gold. I think I might have to check and see if we have to apply these or equip these. I don't know if we can just like rummage through our bag during combat. Activate random summon creature twice for 1. I think that's very powerful. Summon creature loses 30% max HP but does 200% damage. That would be good on that guy hitting everything. And then we have offering. Sacrifice 1, gain energy for every level it had. It's not bad either. We're not really keeping our guys alive for long enough right now. But I'm starting to see how this is working and where the strategy's coming in. I'm going to go here. New passive, gain 2 energy on the first turn. I like that a lot. On any summoned creature death, deal 5 to 7 to everything. On every turn started with 4 summoned creatures, get 1 energy. I think I'm going to take Explode. Okay, so let's take a look here. These things. Oh, we have a messenger's mask that we can equip. Instead of having armor, some enemies have their maximum HP randomly reduced by a small amount. Plus, it looks super sick. We should have put that on earlier. It's okay. We'll survive. This travel map gets us back to our place instantly. So let's put these into quick slots. We don't need a word candle in a quick slot, I don't think. We can put the grimoire on. We could get this thing so we immediately escape. Disable all healing on the target. Let's do that. Okay. Let's go out here and confront this other pack of enemies. Weak and trivial. So this should be a little bit easier than the one that we just faced. Let's see if we can get into a rhythm now. Okay, so our bloodworm's up. This guy's going to hit for 18 to 21, but he's super high health. Attacks her allies with a magical barrier. Destroying the barrier debuffs all enemies' armor. If the barrier wears down, the same debuff is applied to the player. Okay, so how can we stop this thing? Generate barrier on self for the amount of HP lost, which is going to be 8. And then we're summoning in 2 abominations. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so abominations seem insanely powerful. I like that very much. I have 1 energy left to spend. I don't have any promotions that I can add. This guy's going to hit for 18. This guy should survive. So I'm thinking we just go ahead and let's activate here. We're going to do the same thing. And then do I want to sacrifice something? Not really, because they're going to survive, and I wouldn't mind having some more out there. Unless he hits for max damage every time. Okay. So, my understanding was that they were always going to attack left to right, but I guess that's not happening. He's looking to apply a debuff. So maybe his attacks, maybe we can't guess as to who they're going to attack. I'm fine with that. Activate random summon creature 2 times. Absolutely. Except I don't want it to be this. So, can I sacrifice? I don't have a way of sacrificing one. So if we do the random ritual, we might trigger the bloodworm, which would not be as powerful. This guy's going to heal, it looks like. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. What do we want to do next? We could promote. Why don't we promote this guy? What level are you? 2. Let's go with a promotion here. Yeah, baby. Get stronger. Feed. Feed. And then we'll activate, I think, twice. Or do I want to bring in a blood totem? It's going to heal, which is a bit annoying. Let's bring in a blood totem. Let's just fill this battlefield. Now, we could overcharge here. And that'll kill this because it's going to do double the damage. And then this won't heal. Let's do it. Cool. This guy's alive, but that's fine. He's losing a bunch of armor. Bring it on. Okay. So now we're starting to see how these promotions work. So every turn that they stay alive, they're getting promoted. I like that. Blood golems are going to start at tier 2. And so if the enemies, if we're able to just keep these guys alive, then they're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with them. I kind of wish that I could move these cards out of the way to see this dude, but let's bring in the blood golem. Redirects damage from bloodworm, blood abomination, blood totem, and me. Oh, okay. So he's actually going in front to block this, to block incoming damage. Yes. Okay. 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 So 3 to 5. So 15 to 24. That's actually better than this because we don't need the AoE now. So let's get the Bloodworm to attack. And then this guy's only applying a debuff again. I'll just put a barrier up. Not that it matters. I guess we want to put the barrier here anyway, since he's tanking. Look at these promotions. And then, where did we see it? Level 4. Yeah, so they're overcharged now. Okay. So they're hitting crazy hard. This is... Okay. This is sick. This is sick. This is sick. This is sick. Okay, I don't necessarily want to be sacrificing more HP right now. I'm a little concerned. Your deck's been infected with obsolete cards. Is that what his debuff was doing? He's now going to hit pretty hard. So this is 32 to 44. This is higher. And if we use this, we can get that to trigger twice. Okay. Oh, so I wonder at their overcharge level, are they like totally gone? Let's see. We'll have to experiment with that. This is really cool. Okay. 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 Simmer down. Contain the excitement. Sigil applies to a summoned creature. Wish I was a creature. Deals high damage. I love these abominations, obviously. Every summoned creature's hit has a 25% chance to stun. It's expensive, though. Let's bring in another one of these. What I'd really like to find is a way of getting some healing going here. Hidden wealth. Heal. You're damn right. Healing mixture. Throwing knife deals damage equal to your weapon's damage and applies minor bleeding on the target. Throw that in here. Let's see if we can take another slightly more intimidating battle. Uh-oh. Just use this from here. An acid flask. Now, acid flask, I know this reduces armor. Yeah, pretty significantly too. HC's below 15% max heal. We want to keep that. Keep the Grimoire of Reversal. Let's put this in here. Okay, so what kind of battle is this? So I've got a trivial, a weak, and a challenging. So that will be our toughest to date. Let's try that and see how we do. Smoke bomb, healing, guide to Avalon. Oh, that cut it off. Here we go.
Asylum is one of the places everyone needs to know, though no one should visit. Behind its high walls, red priests devote themselves to stopping the Red Death and other plagues. Be careful around them, as the law of the land lets them seize anyone on the slightest suspicion of sickness. Be it a lowly farmer or a high-born lady. That's one of the reasons you're unlikely to read or hear anything bad about red priests.
Cool. So this is like little lore things that we'll find to kind of piece together some of the story. I don't know how this interfaces with the main story of the game or if it does it all, but I'm always happy to learn more about it. Also, oh, it just came running at us. I was going to heal. That's fine. That's fine. Didn't really want to be at full strength anyway. No big deal. Okay, holy smokes. 2 times 15 Mindbender can replicate random enemies with illusions. All illusions die after 1 hit. Yo. Okay. So we need to get our tanks in here somehow. We don't have any yet. Also need to try and keep this guy alive if we can. I can't really afford to play that, can I? Here we go. 2 abominations would be nice. Generate a barrier on self. Okay. Then I can keep these abominations alive. This guy could go. I would be okay with that. Let's put this up here. Do an activation. I don't think I'm going to reform here. Okay, so they took out the worm. Now, we probably got to start throwing some stuff here. I got rid of the... Oh, I brought in the wrong thing. All right, excellent. Excellent. Activate random summon creature twice. Well, that's good. We could promote. Let's do that. This guy's hitting for 10 to 40. Places rune stones that heal all enemies upon being destroyed. We have our energy reduced. That's great. This guy's going to heal. This guy's going to summon a new enemy. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Holy, what the balls is that? Cyclops, every turn doubles its damage. But these go away on 1 hit. So thankfully, these blood abominations are going to be very good with taking these things out. Level 4 gains an additional hit. So now we're doing 2 times 12 to 17. I could bring in more abominations. I think I bring in an abomination. Then activate this guy. Activate this guy, right? Get rid of this thing. Can't be having that. Don't know if I'm going to get hit here, but you know what? Let's throw on the Grimoire of Reversal. Oh, wait. I actually pick who we target? Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, okay. Maybe we should hold that then. Maybe we should hold that then. Okay, I think we're going to lose the big boy here. Maybe we should just use this now. I think that's fair. See you later. Oh, nice. Randomly hit that. Okay, good. Here's our blood golem, so you can tank. This one's coming in to hit pretty hard here. But we have the force block. This one's going to apply a debuff. I don't need to activate here. That's not going to really help me. Probably just put a barrier on. Actually, we could even do this. Let's promote. I only have 1 energy. Yes. Activate random summon creature twice. Very nice. This one again. And then I'm going to overcharge. Okay. That's good. We're handling it. Oh, I should have went power up first, but it doesn't matter. We got it. Okay, that was fun. I probably should have went a little bit further in my testing so I understood all the mechanics a little bit cleaner, but it was kind of fun to discover it with you guys too. So show this to a competent blacksmith. I'll tell you what, guys, this is okay. Obviously it's not balanced, but it's super fun. The idea is cool. And I get now how the overcharging works and how the leveling works and all of that. Very, very interesting mechanics. I like it a lot. I'm going to wrap it up here as a little teaser. If you guys want to check this out for yourself and try to do a full conquest run, I'll have links down below. These guys are doing very regular updates to the game. And every once in a while, I'm going to dip back in and check this out in preparation for the ultimate full release with the story mode. And I think for tomorrow, we'll probably do like the first 30 minutes of where the story's at currently, just as a little teaser. Apparently they've made a bunch of updates from when it originally came out that I'm excited to see. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And again, check out the links down below. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.